Hi guys, Joe from New Chew. Just wanted to do a quick video about just what do you do to prepare for if you're going to have all your teeth extracted. You're going to have them ripped out. Now you're going to go through 3, 4, 8 weeks, maybe 6 months before getting your permanent dentures. What are some things that you can prepare for? And how can you prepare for it? What can you stock up on? All right, I'm going to tell you right off the bat one of the best things you're going to want, and make sure that you get it ahead of time and you test it out, especially if you end up getting one from like a secondhand thrift store or whatever, is a food processor. Um, I got one of those NutriBullet things. This thing mulches anything up. I said in a previous video, I actually did a steak like a week ago, and a couple weeks back I actually did a taco with all the fixings and everything, like I mean ground beef and you name it. The taco shell included, and it turned it to a paste, and it tasted like a taco. Um, Now, it's a paste, so it's a little bit like somebody just chewed that food up for you and then gave it to you. One thing you got to remember, like I said before, it ain't baby food. Don't think of it like baby food because that's disgusting. It's astronaut food. All right? So get yourself a food processor and make yourself astronaut food. That's what you call it. Make sure you pick yourself up ibuprofen or naproxen. This is like Advil or Aleve or whatever. You know, these are anti-inflammatories because your gums are going to get really swollen and sore, and that helps a lot, especially for the first week. After the first 4 days, 5 days, you probably won't need it, but for the first little while, you're gonna need it. The uh, weird thing that happened to me, and I don't know if it was because maybe I got some sort of like an infection or something when they were opening my mouth to get in there and pull all my teeth out. But day two, I had this wickedly chapped area, and I can still kind of feel it a little bit on the corner of my mouth, a little bit here, but mostly here. Like it was so bad, every time I talked, it would just split wide open. And by day three or day four, not only was I miserable with the pain, because day 3 and 4 were the worst for me. For pain after that, it was no big deal. And the first couple days weren't really that big a deal. But the the chapped, whatever it was, um, my wife went and picked up a stick of chapstick, and it turned out it wasn't like the kind that you put on if you got chapped lips. It was a sunblocker kind, so it didn't really help clear it up. But I ended up using polysporin, that antibacterial ointment, on it, and that cleared it up. And so something to keep in mind. I have heard that other people have struggled with this too. That when you sleep, if you're a side sleeper especially, you're going to drool. Maybe it was caused by that, but like I said, it happened day two, and that was weird. So I think maybe when they were messing around getting into my mouth, and I don't know how big they had to stretch my cheeks, but it could have got some bacteria in there or something. They could have split the skin or something, and it sure was annoying. But it took a little while to clear up. The polysporin helped. Oragel, little tube of Oragel really helped a lot, especially day 3 and 4 as well. First week, it's good to have something like that. Oragel was great, but and I don't know if there's different kinds of Oragel that you can get, but the stuff that I had, you put some on your finger and then rub it in all over your gums wherever they're sore. And the thing that was kind of annoying was you pull your finger back out and you realize most of it's still stuck on your finger and didn't really, stay on your gums because it doesn't seem to, it sticks to dry skin no problem, but you try and rub that onto some wet gums and your mouth is going to salivate a lot because you just had your teeth yanked and your mouth is kind of in shock. Anyways, that was helpful a little bit, but what I found was even more helpful was we had a little bottle of clove oil that I was already using for tooth pain and everything before anyways, and I used some Q-tips or cotton swabs, and just stick the end of that cotton swab in the bottle just once, just to dab it in there, and then you can just do all your upper and lower gums all over the place. And at first it's going to burn, then it's going to feel so good. It tastes a little bit terrible, but it really works. So that was helpful. Um, One thing I would suggest is go to the grocery store. Look, no, okay, start by looking online and seeing what kind of foods can you, would you might be interested in while you're toothless. You know, soft foods for people with no teeth. I never did that. I just thought, oh, I'll just figure it out as I go, because that's the kind of guy I am. And now I wish I would have actually spent some time researching this ahead of time. I would say go to the store, pick some of the foods that you're thinking, if you're not really, you know, usually eating these things, pick some foods that you think you might want to try. Maybe you don't often have like a seafood chowder and figure I want to try that, or I plan on eating that. Seafood chowder, you know, I mean, I ate all kinds of creamy kind of thick soups. I don't like watery soups, but that kind of thing. You bring it home ahead of time while you got teeth, and use your food processor, blend it up, try it out while you got teeth. See if you can stomach that. Um, Play with different recipes. Be creative. You can, you know, toss in just about anything if you got a good food processor. I mean, it's not like my NutriBullet was some, you know, $800 machine. It was relatively inexpensive. I think it was like 150 bucks at Walmart or something. Bought it like a year and a half ago. So you can play with the flavors. I throw everything in there. I throw like whole big purple onions in there, and celery, and chunks of ham, and even turkey, steak. Like I said, I did steak, I did tacos, whatever. But you can mix and match, you know, different foods and everything into your soups, and make them a little more interesting. You don't have to eat just the stuff that comes out of the can mixed with water. Play with different ideas that way, um, but but you definitely want to make sure. One thing I would strongly suggest is, if you're a meat eater like me and you like the flavor of meat, stock up on eggs. Get yourself some ham, farmer sausage, things that, you know, really have that nice smoky, salty flavor that you can blend into stuff, and it really improves the flavor. It actually gives you the flavor of the meat. You know, if you were to blend up roast beef and toss it into a cream soup, you're not going to taste the roast beef. You blend up a ham or a farmer sausage, you're going to taste that, and it really helps. Same with scrambled eggs. Throw that in scrambled eggs, all blended up and everything, and throw it in cheese and onions and tomato and celery and you name it. It's even black olives, sliced black olives, if you like them. Awesome. And it goes a long way to improve the flavor, but especially ham and sausage, smoked sausage. Plan around your special occasions, birthdays, Christmas, hunting season, summer fun, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you're not going to be caught either without teeth, or um, dealing with trying to learn how to talk or chew with new teeth, which I'm going to be doing as of tomorrow, while you're trying to enjoy, you know, Christmas, or, you know, summer fun, people coming from out of town, or you're going on holidays or whatever. If you can at all, plan around those things. Unfortunately, I'm missing the first part of my hunting season this year doing this, but because I don't really want to go hunting without my teeth. But you know, I'm still going to have the latter half. What else? Okay, make a video. Do it. If you're about to go get your teeth pulled, and you're going to go through the process of not having teeth for a while, like I'm talking weeks, not days or anything like that, but you're not getting immediates, you're waiting until you get your permanents. At the end of this video, you have got to go make yourself a video of your own teeth. And you tell yourself why you're doing it, because I'll tell you, it will make a world of difference in a couple of weeks when you feel like a total pile of turds. You're going to get buyer's remorse. You're going to feel like, why did I do this? There's no light at the end of the tunnel. It'll be so long before I can eat normal food again. It's going to be so long before I can kiss my wife with confidence again, before I can smile at my kids again, before I can even talk out in public again. No, you go watch that video, and then you're going to go, oh yeah, that's why I did it. Oh, this is worth it. It's going to help. Trust me. So don't go and do this until you have done a video, and you don't have to show anybody. Just go make that video of yourself to show yourself when you get down. And then when you get new teeth, you can delete it and forget it forever. Plan to stay busy. The first few days is going to be a little bit tough, but you know what? If you're a reader, pick a book series that you're going to read. Something that you've thought to yourself, you know what? I'd love to have the time to read that book series, but I'm not going to have the time anytime soon. Now you're going to have some time, right? Especially, you know, if you can do what I'm doing, where, you know, you're kind of hiding away for a month or so. Like I said, in a previous video, I'm self-employed. I'm a woodworker. I work for my own home shop, and I don't have to go anywhere. You know, if I need something, my wife can run and get it for me or whatever. I mean, I still go out. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't feel as comfortable, right? And I always kind of stick my tongue, I don't know how to demonstrate it, but I always stick my tongue out so that my mouth doesn't look like it's all caved in, and then I just walk around and I try not to make eye contact so nobody talks to me. But I don't want to run into anybody that I know either. I don't care if they know that I'm going through the process. I just don't want to sound like a cartoon character while I talk to them. And most importantly, guys, gals, talk to your spouse about this. Make sure you're doing this with your spouse involved. My wife is so supportive. Like I said, she's an 11 out of 10. I am so thankful for my wife every step of the way. She has been supportive. She's known for a long time that I've hated my teeth. And she's known the struggles with the pain and, you know, just how badly crowded they are. And, you know, my teeth were so bad in some spots I couldn't even floss in between because they were so tight. And I won't get into it. But anyways, my wife has been with me every step of the way. And, you know, the only way you're really going to have a successful marriage anyways is if you're open and honest with your wife. So talk to your wife about the things that you're afraid of after you get your teeth out. Like, tell you one thing I wish I had a thought of. I never thought of it because I got such a supportive wife. It just never crossed my mind. Kissing my wife. I want to kiss my wife. And it's just too weird now. So I wish I would have thought about that. So you know, talk to her about that. Tell her, like, look, you know, I'm not going to be able to really kiss you for a while. What else? Yeah, talk to her about, you know, some of your concerns about even the you know, as awkward as it sounds, talk to your wife about, hey, you know, it's going to be a little bit weird, you know, when we need some intimacy, and I don't have teeth for during that time. How are you going to handle that? You know what? Your wife wants you to communicate to her. And wives, your husbands are not going to want to communicate this. So you might have to help draw this out. Just do it. Just be humble, and just say, look, this is what I'm struggling with. Think about that, okay? Because then, when the time comes that you want to be intimate, you don't have to worry. It's already been settled in your minds, and most of the awkwardness is already dealt with. Then, yeah, you guys can figure out the rest. Definitely, these are some things that I would say I wish I would have known ahead of time. I hope this is helpful to somebody. I hope that if there's anybody out there that's going to go through this process, that you know, take some time to really think about this. But most importantly, do the video. Make your video. And like I said, figure out ways to occupy yourself for the times where, yeah, you're going to have sleepless nights. I had some really rough sleepless nights. Um, like I said, get a book series that you plan on read your Bible. You know what? How many of you have actually sat down and read your Bible? I'm sure most of you have one. Um, or a lot of people do. I did for years, and before I actually met the Lord, I had a Bible. I never read it, and I wish I had earlier. So spend some time, read the Bible, get to know God, and you might be surprised, pleasantly surprised, that He's real. But I won't turn this into a preach session. Um, Try, stay busy, stay upbeat. Uh, Ask your spouse to help you to stay upbeat. Have fun with your kids. Make funny faces at them. You can do it. It's a little bit weird. I'm kind of one of those guys. I don't like looking weak. So it's a little bit weird when I do funny faces with my kids, but they laugh. They have a good time with it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching again. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you would. And thanks for watching. And please tell me if there's anything else down below in the comment section. Tell me if there's anything else that you guys would like me to talk about going through this particular process of no immediate dentures. And yeah, and I'd be happy to either respond in the comment section, or if it's something that maybe I could do a video about, I would be glad to do that for you. All right, you guys take care. Cheers, and thanks for clicking on my video.